Hello, thank you for taking the time to listen to this. It's just a reminder about the research study which I told you about in the last lecture. It's called Learning from Online Patients' Voices, and it is a qualitative research study. So you will all know by now that that means it is not about measuring how often something happens, but how or why it happens. And in this case, we want to learn about how you're actually learning in the family case study. So that's why we're asking you this time, just as you're finishing up the project, and we're going to hopefully do the first focus groups in next week. So what is the study about? Well, it's about learning for us to try and understand better how you've been learning from what patients say online and how you understand the way that the families you've been visiting use online information. That's something that we're particularly interested in, and we managed to get some funding for this from the Association for the Study of Medical Education. So they're quite interested in this, and they've given us some money. Now, you may know the researchers are myself, Anne-Marie Cunningham, Andrew Grant, who is head of final year, and Dr. Lynn Munro. And Lynn, who's pictured here, is the researcher that you'll meet whenever you're actually doing the focus groups. So you may be wondering, what are focus groups? Well, they will involve you sitting around and having a small chat, and you can see in this room there are about 5 or 6 people who are a little bit older than you are, but it's the same kind of thing. We'll just sit around and have a conversation. I won't be present at the focus group, it will just be Lynn, and she won't be able to remember everything that you'd said, so she will record the sessions so that they can be transcribed later on, and we can get a really good record of what you've actually been saying and what you've actually been talking about. Something that I really do want to point out to you is that this is all very confidential. This won't in any way affect how you do in the family case study, so whether or not you decide to take part or you don't take part, it won't make any difference to your marks or to any part of the course. In fact, I won't even know who is taking part or not. I will be involved in some of the analysis, but by that stage it will be anonymised, so you don't have to worry about saying things and it offending us or anything else. And I suppose you may be thinking, well, why would you bother do this? Why would you take an hour out of your time to really help out with this kind of project? You might be wondering what's in it for you, and I kind of alluded to this before. We will actually, one of the things, we will actually give you a free lunch, and we'll make sure, because we realise that we're taking up your time. But I think above and beyond that, there are other benefits to you. Many students want to know what it's like to participate in a research project because they'll be wanting to organise research themselves. You also will hopefully be able to help us develop the course for medical students in Cardiff and medical students further around the world, and maybe even other health professionals. So this kind of work is really important, and it's a way that you can try and give something back into the course. And being able to hear from students from the horse's mouth, so to speak, is really, really important, because it's really rich. In just the same way that you might have been looking at qualitative research and learning how patients say experience different illnesses, it's really important for us to know how you as students experience different parts of the course. So that's why we're doing it, and we really hope that you will agree to take part. If you haven't been looking at forums and blogs and things, that doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that. You can still come along and participate in the research, and we'll be interested in what your experiences are as well. So this is really open to anybody in second year, or we also have some students in third year who has participated in the family case study. And if you want to know what to do next, please just follow the instructions in my email. So thank you very much.